y'all, and welcome to the CGE Q&A Wednesdays. I am Sakina Bunch, your holistic relationship health and wellness coach with Clean Good Eats, where we bring the family back to the table by restoring healthy relationships with food, others, and self. I'm so glad that you are here today. And I'm glad I'm always glad that y'all are here. But I'm glad because we have so much going on at Clean Good Eats. As you see, I'm sitting in my car. I'm sitting in my car with these birds over here arguing. I don't know what they're arguing about, but I'm on the move. And because I'm on the move and I still want to bring you great content, I'm doing it in my car. So bear with me there, but we have so much going on at Clean Good Eats just to serve you. So, number one, oh my goodness, we have new items in our store. So y'all have been asking me, where do you get that cute little apron? And do you sell the little apron? Yes, I sell the apron. Thank you, because it is cute and it covers a multitude of the sins when I'm in the kitchen because I am not a clean cook. So yes, we have the aprons and they do have the cute little Clean Goodies logo on them. Also, we have the shirts. Y'all asked me for the shirts. Where'd you get that shirt? Well, kind of, we got it. So now we got it in the store for you too. So yes, we have shirts for the men and shirts for the women. And also, we have the cute mugs because my coffee drinkers out there, I can't forget about y'all. Can't forget about y'all. It is kind of like that ombre. My daughter's like, oh, that's ombre, Mom. Okay, ombre. It's cute. That's all I know. That's all I need to know, right? So go check out the cleangoodeats.com shop so that you can get all your cute little Clean Good Eat stuff. But also, and this is what I'm really excited about, y'all have been asking me about these body butters that I've been making now for the past 2 years, and I've shared them with my friends, shared them with some of my family, and y'all have given me such amazing reviews on these body butters that I said, well, you know what, maybe it's time that I start marketing them for the masses. So we're starting out small, y'all. We have 3 scents. We have lemongrass, lavender protect, and peppermint and lavender, and all of them smell absolutely delicious. But the beautiful thing about our body butters is, I've gotten results back from people telling me that, oh, it has taken care of, and ash. That's great because but that's what body butters are supposed to do. But like chronic ash, chronic dry skin. Also, that it's helped out with eczema, that it has left their skin glowing. That's always a plus, right? And that the fragrance is just amazing. So I'm excited to be able to share that with all of you. So these body butters are on sale now. You can, again, right there, hit up the cleangoodeats.com shop and get your body butter now. But also, we have a webinar that's coming up July 10th, and it's on depression. In my line of work, many people come to me for health issues, but honestly, those health issues are deeper rooted in other things. And they come to me for, my goodness, these birds are really like having at it. But they come to me for food issues and realizing that, some of the food issues that they have are really steeped in depression and other mental illnesses, emotional illnesses that they have, and we need to work through that. So being able to spot the signs, even in yourself, because many people don't even realize that they're depressed. Over 350 million people worldwide, that's 1 in 5 Americans, is depressed. And only, I'd say, less than 40%, actually less than 35%, ever actually get help for it, ever actually know that they're depressed. So we're going to have a webinar, and that webinar is going to cover, what does depression look like? What organs are affected when I am depressed? How am I getting this way? But then also what you can do to holistically combat it. I share my personal story with depression. So this is something that is near and dear to my heart, and hopefully you will get a whole lot out of it. I know my clients do, and that's a bonus. But today we're not talking about depression. At least, well, we might touch on it. Yeah, we might. Yeah, right. But we are going to be talking about emotions, the roller coaster, the merry-go-round, whichever ride you choose, and what that looks like inside our body. What organs are affected when we go on these emotional roller coasters? So, if you haven't been to one of my talks this year, oh my goodness, I don't want to tell you that you're missing out, but guess what? You're missing out. You need to check out my talks because all of them have touched on emotions, our health really being our wealth, and what that looks like within our body. In fact, I have a conference coming up this Saturday. It's called Get Your Money Right, Girl. And it's all about wealth and wealth building. And at first I was like, well, why am I going to, a finance conference? But it's not about finances, y'all. I mean, yes, we're going to definitely be talking about finances because we definitely need to get our finances in order. But we're talking about wealth, and wealth goes far beyond just finances, okay? Because if you don't have your health, guess what? You're only going to be spending your wealth on trying to maintain the health that you have. So I would say that health is vitally important. Recently, I took a trip to a place that I had lived before. And on this trip, I got so excited to go because it's like nostalgia where you want to go to the places where you have lived and you used to frequent and you get all excited. Then I realized as I got on the plane, man, I didn't pack any snacks for myself. So that meant that I was going to be eating junk, and I really didn't want to eat junk. And when I got there, that's exactly what happened, because the flight was long and, layovers and delays and all that other stuff. So I was eating airport food junk. But then when I got there, I realized, oh my goodness, like there was such a heaviness that was upon me. And I had to kind of figure out, well, what in the world is going on? You know, why did I feel such a heaviness? I called my husband. I lie to you not. I called my husband when I got there. I'd been there maybe, a few hours. It was probably that evening. And I was like, I'm ready to come home. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm ready to come home. And he's like, oh, but you had a flight. And that flight says you're not coming back for a couple days. So pretty much suck it up, buttercup. And that's exactly what I had to do. So as I am in this place and just feeling all sorts of emotions, I was feeling, anxiety because, when you're in a place, but they've upgraded so much while you've been in this place, and so the places that you knew how to get to, you don't know how to get to anymore. So now you're trying to follow the GPS, and you're making sure that you're trying to make sure that you're not going over the speed limit, because y'all, I got a lead foot and all of these things. And so worry, anxiety was coming over me, and I was getting angry because I was like, oh, I want something to eat that's good, and I was hungry and blah, 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 blah. All right. So all of these emotions were coming over me: fear, worry, anger, all of these emotions. So finally, when I returned from my trip and I went to my healthcare provider, and when you're looking for a healthcare provider, you want someone who's going to take care of the whole being, because your body is not compartmentalized. So therefore, your treatment shouldn't be compartmentalized. So when I went to my holistic healthcare provider, I was explaining to her all these things. She's like, girl, yes. I could kind of see that in your being. You need to kind of calm it down. And, these are things that I know. In fact, that's what I've been talking about all year long at my talks about your emotional stability and the organs and blah, 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 blah. Well, she said, sometimes you just need to be reminded, because when you're in the midst of it, it's hard to be the onlooker seeing in. You are the person who's inside, in the midst of it. And so sometimes it's hard to focus on that. So that was my deal. And I'm like, you know what? You are so right. I kind of thought about that, when I was on the plane ride home. So happy to be going home. that's what I was thinking about. But again, it so helps when you have someone who can really just help you see that bigger picture. And every feeling that I was feeling, I could relate it back to the organ. Now, the liver is the powerhouse filter of the body, right? It's our largest organ and it is the powerhouse filter of the body. And the liver, it filters out the good stuff, but it also filters out the bad stuff. It's got to sort through what's good, what's bad, what can go back in the body, what needs to go out as waste. And it wasn't until the last day that I was there that I actually found some place to eat that was halfway decent. Actually, it was pretty good. Called Nelly Fresh. If y'all are near a Nelly Fresh, y'all need to eat at Nelly Fresh. It's absolutely delicious. Anyway, but all the way up until that point, I was eating just junk. And so my liver was kind of on overload trying to deal with the foods that I don't normally eat. And our liver houses our anger. And so I'm sitting here getting all angry about everything, right? I was angry because the rental car that I got had been in an accident and I had waited a half an hour for it and I wasn't about to wait another half an hour because I had things to do. And, it was just a whole mess. And I'm not an angry person. So I was like, this is odd. Next, when, you're thinking about these issues that are going on with you, right? If you are dealing with liver overload, like I was dealing with liver overload, there are certain symptoms that you'll get. And honestly, I was starting to see like these little floaters in my eye and realizing, oh man, maybe I need to detox that liver. That's important. So, I use my own products. I'm not just the creator of them, I use them as well. And so, utilizing my liver detox, I'm like, okay, we got to get all this stuff kind of out of the way. Now, when we're talking about the spleen houses our worry, right? And when I tell you, I was full of anxiety, right? Because my anxiety was I didn't want to drive in the wrong place. I didn't want to have to go around and around and around because my GPS wasn't taking me where I wanted to go. In fact, there was a time when I was just trying to find something to eat. I was like, can I just even get Chick-fil-A? Like, I just need something. And my GPS kept taking me to the mall, and I didn't want to get out of the car to go to the mall to go to Chick-fil-A. I wanted a Chick-fil-A I could just drive through. Hence, anger and worry. Anyway, my spleen, I realized, again, kind of on overload. Because when you're in an airplane, spleen is part of your lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system is what helps you to remain healthy, right? It absorbs the toxins so that it can kind of get all that bacteria and viruses and everything out. And as I'm sitting on the plane, this man is like hacking up a lung, another one is sneezing all over the place, and I'm like, my spleen must have been on overload. And I realized that, I know this might be TMI for some of y'all, but my abdomen began to become distended with the food that I was eating, and my digestion was not that great. Okay, so spleen was like, I'm not happy, and if mama not happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy. But then lastly, I was looking at my fear, that anxiety again with fear, and realizing that, oh my goodness, please Lord, don't let me get a cute little picture in the mail saying that I was speeding because my husband's going to have a conniption if we have to pay a speeding ticket. Well, again, guess what houses your fear? Your kidneys. And because I was taking in so much junk, I wasn't even going to the bathroom like I should. And I had to go to the bathroom, but I wasn't going to the bathroom like I should because, sometimes when you are not in the comfort of your own home, you're real selective. I don't know about you, but I'm selective on where I go to the bathroom. And so I was like, I ain't going to the bathroom there. I ain't going to the bathroom there. So I would just hold it. And my kidneys were like, we're on overdrive. And again, that's not good, that's unhealthy. And when you're looking at some of the symptoms of your kidneys bothering you, it's real easy. I had dry mouth. That's not good, right? And I was even sweating at night. And that's not something that I normally do unless my husband has the heat on like hell. Like, we never agree on that. I don't know if y'all are like that, but I think in every married couple, there's one that always likes it cold, one that always likes it hot. So we have to kind of meet in the middle where he wears sweatpants and a sweatshirt and a hoodie to bed, and I turn on the fan. Like, there we go. Not turn on the AC, turn on the fan. Anyway, so to kind of wrap up this, I just want to share with you that it's so vitally important that we are on point with what we're taking into our bodies, what our bodies are trying to tell us, especially when I talk about holistically, because when you go to the doctor and they ask you what's your chief complaint. Well, I might not have a chief complaint. I might have a lot of little complaints that add up to a chief complaint. It might not just be, oh, I'm having pain in my heart. It might be I'm having back pain, or I'm having, pain in my side, or I'm having dry mouth, or I'm going to the bathroom all the time. Like, it might be more than just the chief complaint. So listen to your body. Listen to what it's trying to tell you. Because if you are all over the place with your emotions, you could probably take a pill and that'll take care of the symptom for that moment. But it's not getting to the underlying issue of the problem. You need to find the source of that problem. So, kind of to recap for today, if you're looking at a lot of anxiety attacks, if you're looking at always being angry, if you are worried about everything, look at your organs. See what it is that you're eating. A lot of times my family be like, oh, here she goes with the food again. Yeah, because food says a lot about your health. The food that you take in says a lot about your health. And it could very well be that you just may need to tweak some things in your diet. You might not need a huge overhaul. It may be that you just need to tweak a few things in your eating style. That's what I do with my clients. I don't like to overwhelm you because, gosh, if you overwhelm somebody, who's going to stick with anything? I had a client recently talk to me about this sugar detox, and he was saying how, well, I'm only going to do this and I'm only going to do that. And I'm like, okay, you can do that. However, if you do the detox as it is prescribed, you'll realize it's not as overwhelming as you may think that it is. And so he came back to me, a few days later, actually it was about a week and a half later, and he said, you know what? I didn't realize all of the things that I could have. I was depriving myself. And that's what we do. We have in mind health means deprivation. No, because when I came back, oh, best believe I had my cheesecake. Because that's my vice. I love my cheesecake. And there you go. But it doesn't always have to be that you have to deprive yourself of everything, because that's when you get these illnesses where you now start hoarding food, or you stay away from everything, and now food becomes your vice. Food is your fuel. But who's to say you can't enjoy the fuel that you're taking in? Because you can. So when we're thinking about our organs, when we're thinking about maintaining our health, start with food. I know when I was there, that's really where I had to start. But you don't end with food. It's holistic. Remember that. So if you need to take a self-care day, which is what I needed to do when I got back, I needed to just decompress. Don't anybody talk to me. I'm not answering the phone for anyone. Self-care, food, self-care, and rest. Those are your 3 B's. Yeah, your 3 B's right there. Food, self-care, and rest. Make sure you are resting. Did you know, and this is like aside from anything else in this Q&A, but did you know that you can lose up to 55% more fat just by resting well? Yeah, just rest well. And your body is an amazing machine. It can do exceedingly abundantly above anything that you could ever ask of it or think of it to do. So trust your body, trust what it's telling you, put great things in it so that it can trust you too, and rest. So, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am going to post the pictures that I have of the kidney, the liver, and the spleen so that you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. In these videos, it's really hard to do that on a Facebook Live, but or even a watch party. So I'm going to post these in the comment section so that you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Remember, go to cleangoodeats.com. We always have a wonderful freebie there for you, either a recipe or something I got going on there. It's always something new. So definitely go there and check out the freebie, but also check out our Clean Good Eats shop. You will be amazed at all of the wonderful things in there. We have a sugar detox that's going on right now. It's not too late. You can hop on in there. You and a friend hop on in there. It is only $147, y'all. $147 for you to just hop on in to our sugar detox. Think about it this way. $147 and you save yourself from the mood swings, from the cravings, like the crazy cravings that you have. You get more energy, less inflammation, and it's less money than you would spend on most of the medication that you're probably taking to avoid all of those things. That's a thought. Healthcare at its best. So take a look at our Sugar Detox Bootcamp Challenge. It is amazing. I walk you through every step of the way. Videos and all. Yep, you get me. Yay! So take a look at that as well. Thank you all so much for joining in. I look forward to seeing you next week. CGE, well, hopefully next week it's the 3rd. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.